when a guy's throwing the ball 45 times, they're going to miss throws. You hear this out of a lot of fans. Oh, he missed a throw. He missed 3 throws. Well, of course he did. He's throwing the ball 45 times. Everybody in the country is missing throws. So there has to be some level of tolerance. I guess my 2-part question would be, number one, how do you coach those mistakes? It's one thing, bad throw. Another deal is bad decision. He made a bad decision. If they're playing just if they're just playing in practice and there's no defense out there and they're just whipping the ball around, he's throwing from the right sideline, standing still and whipping it across the fine. The Miami guy catches the ball because you're not playing anyone. That's not a bad throw. It's a bad decision, to be technical about it. Right. So where do you coach that out of him, but still allow him to be who he is? Because there is a fine line between, you don't want athletes to be too calculated or too hesitant. You want them to flow and take calculated risks as well.
Honestly, at this point, I think that you just have to, you got to take it all. It's just, you already, this is the thing. We went to the warehouse store and bought it as is, or, the luxury car auction. Hey man, cool. Oh, there's a Ferrari there. Let me go get that. Well, let me get that. We're not going to talk about the windshield wipers. We're not going to talk about that radiator issue. We're not going to talk about that filter issue. You got all of that. And that is how it is. And, you just need him to continue to do the good things that he does and accept the other things, unfortunately. And I hate, like, I leave the stats up. So for this very reason, 1, 2, 3. So he went like 3 for 11. Yeah, 3 for 11 to close the first half, and then he missed or went 1 and 2. So 4 for 13 from 4 minutes left in the first quarter until 9 minutes left in the third. He went 4 for 13, and if you look at it, it was 7, 9. 9 and 17 is 26, 40. So 4 completions for 46 yards on 13 throws for a quarter and a half almost, right? That's the dry spell thing that I'm talking about. That's a little challenging. But in terms of like the decision making, like, look, he's going to extend plays. His first touchdown was a play that was extended. In previous games, perfectly placed in the back of the end zone, usually to Jacoby George. This week, left it a touch short, got tipped, but, and then Restrepo's there for it, right? So you take that with the other, because the across the body terrible interception comes from the same place as the scramble highlight touchdown. To me, it just has to be, don't make I don't want to call it ridiculous, but like, stop the stupid shit. Like the across the body late over the middle, just flung into Nowheresville. Throw it out of bounds, Cam. Like, you're standing on the sideline. You've run around. You see the guys that you've waited. They've been covering for 7 seconds already. If by then nothing's open, throw it away. Finally, right? Because much as you like, every play is not going to be a home run ball. Every play is not going to be the big play. And sometimes, discretion being the better part of valor. Look, we're going to pack it up. We're going to go, whether it's 3rd down, 4th down, whatever. We're going to keep the ball and go run the next play, right? And you have the ability to make anything or make something special happen on each and every snap. So why would you waste that magic on some bullshit like a lobbed throw into the middle of a mass of people, half of whom are wearing the opposite color of jersey than your team, versus throwing it into the stands, getting a fan a souvenir, going back to the line, and having another opportunity to make magic happen, right? So what I'm doing is not even saying don't do you. What I'm saying is, if you just say, hey, this one ain't gonna work. It gives you another opportunity to do the magic that you do, that voodoo that you do so well. You know what I mean? So I want to see more of Cam, but that also goes with every once in a blue moon accepting, hey, out of bounds. Hey, even if you were open during that play, my bad, didn't see you. It's the same incompletion as it would have been on the interception. It just takes the turnover off, leaves you with the ball, and gives you, Cam, another opportunity to showcase your greatness. That's what I would like to see. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I just want it all.
So I don't know how many times maybe he's made a mistake that's similar to that, but it landed on the grass somewhere, or it went out of bounds, or whatever, meaning he made a similar mistake, but he got away with it because there wasn't a defender there, or he dropped it, or just tipped it, or whatever. Okay, my point being that take those kind of plays, however many there are, that he didn't get burned on, that he could have. And then also this, and it's fun to watch, and when it works, it's great, where he plays pinball in the pocket, where he's like bouncing off guys and doing pirouettes, and he gets out of that. I don't necessarily know that they're going to see a team this season in the regular season or the ACC championship game, but we could name the 4 or 5 teams who have defensive players who are just a little meaner, a little tougher, a little bigger, a little stronger in that pocket to get a strip sack or something like that while he's doing that. Or in the secondary are running a 4-3 instead of a 4-4-5, and they're a step quicker to the ball, and they're just flat out better athletes, and will make that pay will burn him more often. There's a higher likelihood that he gets burned. Or maybe elite athletes kind of just instinctively know that we're playing a better team and I can't quite get away with that.
Yeah. I mean, I think all that comes together. You know, we already saw a strip sack against Virginia Tech where he was trying to climb the pocket and everything. You know, we've seen there have been a couple crossbody ones that have missed. You know, but Jacoby George has had a couple catches on those. Isaiah Horton, Xavier Restrepo has multiple catches running one way, jumping back. Okay, cool. But yeah, for the most part, it's been whatever it needs to be. And, you know, hopefully Cam is able to just the catastrophic bad, just remove that part. But again, the incredible good and catastrophic bad are very closely linked, and they come from the same place. It's, you know, like they say, it's a thin line between love and hate, right? You know, those strong emotions come from the same place. And it's hard to say, oh, well, I want all of this and none of that, because they're born of the same, you know, foundation kind of a thing.